Good evening. Welcome to the BFM orientation class. Yeah. Good evening. Hi. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Rahul. Good evening. Who all have joined? Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the BFM introduction class. So, yeah, today we'll be doing the orientation only. Okay. Orientation means I'll give you the brief idea because this is a long batch. This batch will go on. Means today it will be starting and it's a detailed study batch. Complete study will be done. Can you hear me? Hi, good evening, Rahul. Good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me, everyone? Type yes if you can hear me. Hi, everyone. Those who are watching on YouTube, you also, everyone. Many of you are watching this introductory class on YouTube also. Yeah. So, those who are watching on YouTube, good evening to you also. Hi. Just to give you an introduction, means about myself. Okay. Many of you might not be knowing me because you might have joined for the first time CIB. So I do take ABM and BFM both. ABM and BFM both I do take. Okay. And yeah, good evening. Good evening. See this. I do take ABM and BFM both. And for me, as a my past background is basically I worked for 13 years in banking. Okay. Now, banking means what banking? I have not worked in not only retail banking. I have started my career with the retail banking from the cooperative bank. And then I went to HDFC Bank. First was my Cosmos Bank, then HDFC Bank. Then I worked in foreign banks, Citibank as well as DBS, Development Bank of Singapore. I worked in all the departments. Means in my initial years, I was working in the retail. Then I worked in corporate banking. Then I worked in trade finance and then treasury back, some part of that. So almost all the departments. In fact, corporate finance, yeah, that also. So I worked in all these departments. Trade finance, this LC bank guarantee, this treasury part, that I worked for many years. So that's why your BFM portion completely remember your BFM portion is totally based on that only. Your module A, I'll tell you now. All the modules I'll tell you. Your BFM portion is entirely my career, whatever I've worked in. I worked in corporate banking, so BFM includes corporate banking. I worked in trade finance, it includes treasury, it includes, okay. So that's why I remember you all are in the safe hands. And as the classes go, you'll come to know that how easy the topic is. Although the topic is difficult, remember BFM is the most difficult topic in your CIB. Most difficult. But I myself taken these classes, means this BFM batches, almost around now what 40 batches? Yeah, roughly 40 batches. I've seen three portion changes. Three portion changes. Okay. So this latest portion change is May 23, which happened. So that was the third one portion change, starting from 2014. 2014. Okay. I've seen in three portion changes. Then I worked in all these trade finance departments, all this LC, bank guarantee, treasury, okay, all these, yes. I'll come to them. Optionless question, I'll be coming to that. Okay, I'll give you all the details. See here, we have a long time to go, everyone. Kindly understand. This is not the this revision batch. This is the regular batch, Sankalp regular batch, right? So that's why we have a long time to go, and I'll give you all the details. Okay. So don't worry about this paper, BFM as well as ABM also. ABM also part A and C I'll be taking. Module A and Module C. I'll be taking Module A and Module C. Okay. So don't worry about these at all. BFM you do need not worry at all. Consider you have cleared the BFM. Just attend the classes regularly, and I share the PDFs with you guys. Those who are watching on YouTube also, kindly join the class immediately today only, because I share the PDFs, almost 5 to 6 PDFs I'll be sharing. And mind it, questions come from those PDFs only. Questions come from those PDFs. Okay. Of course, some part may be coming as extra also. But generally 50 to 60% questions are repeated from those question banks and all those PDFs which I give. Okay. So that's why remember you are in the safe hands and follow whatever I say. Just follow what whenever I tell you that this is important, remember it is important and it comes in the exam. So let's start with this. Okay. Firstly, remember for your CIB, you are having many of you might be knowing now. You are having four compulsory papers and one elective. Four compulsory papers means ABM, BFM, ABFM, and BRBL. Okay, ABM and BFM. So these two I'll be taking. ABM includes here. ABM I'll be taking module A and module C. This is all numerical based. Module A is completely numerical based. Module C is also almost 50% numerical based. So this A and C I'll be taking in ABM, and in BFM I'll be taking all the four modules: international banking, risk management, treasury management, and balance sheet. Remember, BFM includes all the four modules do have numericals, all the four modules. And remember, case studies come around 50% in BFM, around 50% in BFM, and in ABM they come around 40%. Okay. ABFM also, I won't be taking ABFM, but ABFM also you get around 25 to 30 marks in case studies, numerical case studies. Okay. So, and BRBL, there is no numerical case study, but it's all theory. But then also, it's very difficult. Those who have, those who remember your JIB legal, they'll find this BRBL easy. Okay. In electives, you have 5 electives: rural, HR, IT, central banking, and risk. So always remember, select that elective where you have worked, at least something you have worked. So select that elective. Otherwise, what happens? You have worked in, let's say, this retail banking, and you are taking risk management. So it is very difficult. Or else you have worked in retail and you are taking IT. Not possible. It's very difficult. You have to start from scratch. So if you have worked in rural, I would always suggest you to take retail you have worked in. So I'll always suggest you to take rural or HR. Okay, rural or HR, that simpler one. Central banking is totally related to RBI. I do take the elective of central banking. I handle this elective of central banking. But mind it, it's really difficult. Very, very difficult. Because the problem with the central banking is we don't on a daily basis with any of these legal laws or of RBI or any of these functions of RBI. So that's why we have to start from scratch. So that's why I'll always suggest you, anyone who's working in retail banking or branch banking must mostly select rural and HR. Yeah. Yeah, even my correct, Sachin, you're right. As you are working in RRB, yeah, as you are working in RRB, select strictly rural. That's very useful for you. Because I'll tell you one more thing about rural. I've taught rural also some years back. Almost 40 to 50% of rural banking portion of rural banking is similar to that of retail banking. 40 to 50%. So almost 50% of your paper you get it from your daily working only. So that's why that's a better thing. Somebody has IT background, then that person can select IT. But if you have a IT background, okay, RBI, I don't think so anybody is having this background of central banking. But then also, if you want to learn, you can definitely select. But I generally don't suggest this, even though I myself take central banking. I am the teacher or mentor for central banking. So if you want, you can select it, and I'll be there. Okay? Yeah, rural banking. Okay. Just contact the admin Sachin, administration. Because what happens, I'm not handling rural banking now. Okay? I'll give you the admin numbers. So you can contact them and ask them. Okay? Risk management. Risk management is totally related to treasury. So everyone, if you are conversant with treasury, only then, only then you select this risk management. Otherwise, you don't select. Okay. Otherwise, what happens is it is really tougher one. It is similar to BFM. See here, some part of this risk management is covered in this BFM. Okay. Some part of the risk management is already covered in BFM. So you'll get some help from here also. But I'll tell you, mostly the best options are this rural and HR. Okay. Yeah. Started from today, June. Yeah, correct. Ashok, this is the same thing. Yeah. So, uh, yeah. Okay, so what did everyone say this? Who was asking me? Sachin. Sachin, I've given you these admin numbers. Kindly contact them. Okay. I've given you these admin numbers. Okay, kindly contact them. So, now one more, some important points over here. What are the important points? Okay, let me come to that also. One sec. Hold on. Huh? Those who are watching on YouTube, kindly everyone, kindly note and like the uh, video going on. Okay, subscribe to the channel and do join the batches because today is just an introductory session. From tomorrow, we'll be starting with the actual topic. Okay, so be ready from tomorrow, everyone. Okay. Chal. So now some important part over here. That important part is somebody had asked me about this negative marking and this subjective questions. Okay. So now I'll answer that query. Negative marking is not there in this exam. As of now, this IIBF has not given any indication regarding the negative marking. Okay. So negative marking is not there. But now coming to the subjective question. Subjective questions are there now. They are there in all the compulsory subjects ABM, BFM, ABFM, and BRBL. All of them you will be having the subjective questions or without option. See here, subjective means what? Without options. No options will be given. No options. Okay? No options will be given. So you'll be having these questions, okay, in all the compulsory subjects now. The most toughest subject is BFM, Jaya. Okay, the most toughest subject is BFM. Timing from tomorrow. Tomorrow's here. Tomorrow the timings are the same, 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, from tomorrow every day. Only on this Saturday. This Saturday. Okay, this Saturday I'll be taking it on in the morning. Only on in this Saturday. On this Saturday. Okay. uh, if it's possible. But regularly 8 to 9. Okay, regularly 8 to 9, same timing. So got it everyone? Chalo, let's start with the topic now. See this. How much time is required for CIB preparation? If you have minimum 4 months, then minimum 1 hour daily. Remember, if you have minimum 4 months for your exam, then you have to study for minimum 4 hours on a daily basis. Okay. Remember this, don't forget this. Every day you have to study for 4 hours as such, 1 hour as such. Okay. So One sec. One sec. Just hold on. No? Yeah. So, suppose if you are having minimum 4 months, so now you are having 4 months, more than 4 months. So I'll start suggest you to start at least half an hour daily. Here, start with half an hour. First week or so, go for half an hour, but on a daily basis. Do not forget the discipline. Here, maintaining the discipline is very important over here. Only one important there is one important point which will help you. That is discipline. On a daily basis, you have to study on at least 1 hour per day, daily basis. Okay, otherwise it's not possible. Even if you attend the classes and you don't study at all, then also paper becomes difficult because you have to revise whatever has been taught in the class. Okay, now next question is important. How much time is wasted during my banking job? Means we all have to work, right? Because everyone has to work for money. So when we all have to work, our time is wasted in the job. Now, if you count practically everyone, do your experiment. Whatever I'm telling you, do this experiment from tomorrow. What you do in your bank whenever you're working, okay? In a bank, whenever you're working, just take one paper, just small chit, okay? Small chit, okay? And keep it aside while you're working. Take a pen in your hand, okay? Hold on, huh? Yeah. So what you do is take one pen and paper in your hand whenever you're working in the bank. And what you do every 1 hour, whenever you go for working, starting from there, and every 1 hour, you just write. What you'll write? You'll write how much time in that 1 hour was actually useful work. You have done some useful work. And how much time have you passed with your friends, chatting, something, anything. On if it's anything it can be. Somebody might be doing on the mobile also. So what you do is you just find out that. Do this experiment for around 2 to 3 days or 1 week, I'll say. Do this experiment for 1 week. And then you'll find out how much time is wasted in the bank and how much time is actually productive. Now, why am I telling you this? Because the time which is wasted, you can utilize that time. You can utilize that time. Remember this, okay? You can utilize that time by not going to all these gupshups and all these things, okay? So how much time is wasted? Look at this. Unwanted WhatsApp groups and messages. This is one of the biggest time consumer nowadays. WhatsApp groups and messages. It's like this, everyone amongst us feels that all the WhatsApp groups I need to attend, all the messages I need to check, all of them I have to revert. So that is basically something not required, at least up to the exam time. Okay, only two stuff. No time while we use mobile. Yeah, that's okay. See here, it can be wasted in various ways, not only mobile. Because what happens, we waste it either here or there. Somebody doesn't get time to use mobile also in many of the banks, but they waste it in tea. Going there, many of us, you see that in our daily work, we go for around 1 or 2 times, at least 2 to 3 times for tea. In many of the branches, I have seen lunchtime. Lunchtime means we take around means now it's very strict, but in some branches they take the lunch for around 1 hour. Now all these things can be avoided at least for the exam time, up to the exam time. Okay. So unwanted WhatsApp groups and messages, even if not during the bank timing also, somewhere else also after the bank timings, you see your own WhatsApp groups. Many of them messages are not required at all. Overwhelming emails, so many emails are coming. We need not attend all those emails in our bank also. Many of the emails are not for us; they are for the entire bank. They are not concerning us, so we need not look into that. Instant message notifications, this what we get on the mobiles, instant messaging. Remove all these instant messages. Firstly, what you do is remove these instant messages, because whenever you get any instant message, it attracts your attention. Once the attention goes there, you are tempted to work on that. So don't do all these things. Unnecessary friends chats and tea breaks. This happens in many of the banks. Unnecessary discussion on various topics, politics and this and that, what is happening there, not needed. Focus only on your job, your productive work, and your this studies. Okay. Online shopping. This online shopping is there. I can't say only for girls now or females. It is there for everyone. Okay. Even males get attached to this online shopping. Many. Okay. So that's why we can avoid all these things. Is the guidance from professional required here? Those who have not joined the batches, this is specifically for them. Those who are watching on YouTube, remember this. Guidance from the professionals is required. Why? Because the books, if you see the portion of your books, the portion, okay, everyone go and check the pages of your books. If you are having those books, kindly go and check the page numbers. They come to around roughly 2500 to 3000 pages. Complete all these six subjects. Four compulsory, five subjects, sorry. Four compulsory and one elective. They come to around 2500 to 3000 pages. So many pages and such a difficult task, it's very difficult to read as such and understand. Not only reading. See here, CIB is not about reading or learning. CIB is about understanding. Okay. So professionals it's required, but professionals should be trustworthy. Remember, professionals should be trustworthy. Means what? There are many professionals nowadays, like on YouTube, right? On WhatsApp, we get many persons who have gyan. They just go on distributing this, that, anything. Similarly, on YouTube also, you'll get many of the guys who say themselves to be professionals, but they are not professionals actually. So the professional should be trustworthy, proven track record. They should have conducted the earlier batches. Like at Adda 24/7, we have all of us are at least 35 batches old. All of us. Friendly and empathetic means what? They must understand you. Any professional who is teaching you must understand you the pressures of the banking. They should have worked in the banks. So pressure of banking is totally different, because those who have worked in the banks, only they understand what banking is. Others from outside feel that bank job is the best job. If you ask any of your friends also, or any of your relatives, they'll tell you banking job is the best job. Bus, go there, sit there, and do some transactions, come home. It's not that. They don't understand what is banking now. That banking was in 1980s. Go there, fund transfer, what cash clearing transfer. These were the only three jobs in banking earlier. Cash clearing transfer. Do you know there was a banking earlier in before 1980s, 1991, before 1991. The banking was called as 363 banking. 363 banking. Do you know? All the bankers of the earlier generation were using this 363. What was that? 363 banking was deposits at 3%. deposits at 3%, loans at 6%, and at home at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. This was the banking before 1991. Deposit at 3%, loans at 6%, and at home at 3 p.m. This was the banking earlier. I've seen many guys who have worked in these bankings. Such was a pleasure time for them. Pleasure. They were really the happiest guys in the world, right? Now 3 p.m. You don't even have lunchtime at 3 p.m. nowadays, right? Forget this going home. Home is around what is the time for going home nowadays? 8 p.m. If you are lucky enough, you can get home if you are at a senior level. So if you are lucky, then you will go home at around 6:30 p.m. Otherwise nowadays 7:30, that is the regular timing. 7 and 7:30. Generally the boss manager calls the meeting at 6:30 in the evening nowadays. Because the boss knows everyone is trying to leave at 6:30. So the boss will always call for a meeting at 6:30. This is a regular habit in banking nowadays. Okay? So that's why the person who's teaching you must understand your problems. Then only the person can teach you. Otherwise, what happens? It's like that machine. It goes on teaching whether you understand in which mentality you are. It doesn't matter at all. So that's not the point. The professional must understand you. Everyone, those who are watching on YouTube, kindly download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting all the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. Whatever is needed for clearing JIB and CIB, you will get it. Okay. Those who are in the class, you might have already downloaded it. If not, kindly download it. Okay. So now the question comes, as the time is wasted in the bank, how do I rob my time? Robbing the time is very important. See here, everyone in this world has got 24 hours only. Everyone. You call the Prime Minister of India, you call the President of America, you call any roadside street vendor, anyone. Everyone has got 24 hours only. You have to rob time for doing your target. Read the GRs available on the bank employee portal as much as possible. See here, half of your studies will be over there only. Whenever you have the free time, as I told you, do that experiment. Wherever you are wasting the time, instead of wasting it, read the GRs available on that employee portal of your bank. Okay, that is easiest option available. Or go to the RBI website. There also you will be reading various GRs of RBI. Follow IIBF vision. IIBF vision is available to each and every member of the IIBF, right? You get it on email. All of us get this on email, but how many of us read that? GR means this, the regulations which we get. Circulars you can call it. GR means circular. Call the circulars. Okay. So you can read the circulars from your banks. In that circular itself, you will be getting almost 50% of your portion will be over. 50%. Not 50. In CIB it is around 30%. Okay. So even if 30% portion is over, then also it's enough for you. I mean that much part is done. Okay. Read the circulars. Follow the IIBF vision. IIBF vision we get it on our emails. Many of us save it. Some of us don't save it. So read that IIBF vision. Okay. When your boss instructs you to do something, think about the technical part of that. Suppose if you are given a new job, okay, in your bank, new desk in your bank, always try to read about that desk, whichever desk you're working. Don't just do your job. Read about the desk. Okay. Suppose if you are in clearing desk, start reading about the clearing desk. If you are in this cash, start reading about the cash. Okay. Whenever you get free time. Okay. But start reading about anything, any new job, any new task which is given to you. Okay. Because what happens, we learn through our experience only. Study early in the morning. Now, here, all of us bankers have the habit of getting up at around 7, roughly 7, 7:30, because at that time we get up and then we start our daily course and then we go to the bank at around whatever the timings are. Some banks are at 9, some banks are at 10:30, anything. So what I say is, instead of getting up at 7, start early in the morning, at least 1 hour early. Okay. So get up 1 hour early, start reading, and remember the morning studies are the best studies. Evening studies or night studies are the most means we become somewhere sleepy at that time. So start your studies always in the morning. Fresh air, it's always, and you can study well with more concentration. Morning studies will give you better results. Study in the weekend with full efforts and dedication, and utilize the weekends as much as possible. Study during the weekends. Okay. Nowadays we have these Saturday holidays also. Not all Saturdays, but some days, within some days, I think so that will come also. All the Saturdays might be holidays within coming some months. Let's see. If your job is far away from the home, study while traveling. If you are traveling via bus, train, study while traveling. Okay, because then see here, we have to rob the time. Remember, if I go on giving the excuses that it can't be done, then it can't be done. Simple. If I keep on cribbing, I keep on crying that things are not happening, then they will never happen. Okay. Now this syllabus, CIB syllabus 23 is very essential for the aspirants who are preparing for the upcoming exam. Okay. CIB BFM stands as a backbone for the bank financial management paper. So this backbone means you must know the syllabus. Now we'll focus on the syllabus part, our studies part. There are some changes which have been introduced in this IIBF syllabus. Okay. So now candidates need to plan their own preparation strategy. See this preparation strategy. I'll give you this preparation strategy also. Which topic is important, which is not important, all that thing I'll give you. Okay. So that's why we are here. So now you have to prepare. You don't prepare your own strategy. You can follow whatever I'm telling you. Okay. So you have to follow the same strategy. I will always suggest you discipline is the most important part. Start in the morning. First half an hour of your morning should go for studies. Okay. We at Adda 24/7 will definitely help you with live classes, books, tests, everything you are getting. See here, you are in this app itself, the course which you have purchased, you get tests, you get books, you get live classes. Okay, ebooks, you get ebooks. Okay, so you get that also. I'll show you at the end what all those who have joined also. You might not be knowing how to utilize those ebooks. So I'll be showing you that also. See here, there are 4 modules in BFM. Module A, B, C, D, International Banking, Risk Management, Treasury Management, and Balance Sheet Management. 4 modules. Out of these 4 modules, I'll tell you the most difficult, okay, is this. Most difficult module, Risk Management. Then International Banking, this. Once you understand module A and B, module C and D are easy. Module C and D are easy to understand because module C and D are totally dependent on module B. Remember, that's why I said the most difficult module is module B because module D and module C are totally dependent on module B. Totally. If you understand module B properly, module C and D will be very easy for you. Very easy. If you don't understand this module B, then module C and D becomes very difficult. What about module A then? Module A has nothing to do with this module B, C, D. Module A is totally different. Module A is totally related to Forex. Let me show you one by one. Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Those who are watching on YouTube, kindly subscribe to it. Those who are watching in the live class, paid class, you also subscribe to this channel because here you get daily YT series, YouTube series on ABM, BFM, all the subjects. I do take it on ABM and BFM. So you get it over there. So that's why subscribe to this channel, click on the bell icon. Okay. Now module A, international banking. Module A consists of, here, there are total 5 plus 5, 10 chapters. All of them are difficult. Remember, all of them are difficult. But the most difficult among these are these. Which one? LC, facilities, correspondent, yeah, LRS. This. These 2, 4 and 5 are the most difficult ones. Exchange rate. Now there are numericals over here, numericals. But these numericals are a bit easy to understand whenever you attend this class. Otherwise, if you do it practically yourself, they are very difficult to understand. And you get almost 2 to 3 case studies. Remember, you get almost 2 to 3 case studies from this international banking. Out of these 3, you will definitely get at least one numerical case study problems. Okay. So first is exchange rate and forex business, numericals. Then LRS, liberalized remittance scheme. This is again the theory part, and some part of there's a numerical part involved in this. Other remittances for residents, correspondent banking and NRI. Now, what is this correspondent banking? Here you get all those Nostro, Vostro, Loro accounts. All these accounts you get it. NRI banking means NRI, you get all the accounts of NRI, FCNR, NRE, NRO, RFC, what all are the facilities available to NRI, all these things. Then LCs, documentary LCs, fourth chapter. LC means you get all the various types of bank. This, some part of this you have done in your legal, which you have done it earlier. Those who have attended the earlier batch, earlier than May 23, they have done this legal part, this documentary LC part. Then facilities to exporter importers. Here you get pre-shipment, post-shipment, everything. What all facilities are available to exporters and importers? Pre-shipment finance, post-shipment finance, factoring, forfeiting, bill finance, invoice finance. All these come under this facilities to exporters and importers. Okay, plus various subsidies. They also come under this. Okay. ECB, External Commercial Borrowing and Foreign Investment in India. ECB is a separate topic added this time only. Earlier it was not there. ECB is added for this portion, so it's a bit tougher one. ECB means if you know the this limits, then ECB is simple. Risk in foreign trade, role of ECGC. This ECGC means Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. Here you get the various schemes of ECGC, various insurance schemes of ECGC. ECGC provides, remember, insurance for banks separately and for the customers separately. Okay, so ECGC provides 2 types of insurances, one for the bank and second is for the customers. Both the insurance policies you have to study, both. Okay, so this role is very important of ECGC. Role of Exim Bank, Reserve Bank of India, Exchange Control in India, FEMA, FEDI and others. This is all theory. So this will be not easy, but you have to, as you go on reading twice or thrice, you'll understand this. And the notes which I'll provide you or the PDFs which I'll provide you, those PDFs contain entire portion from your book. Remember, the portion which I am teaching you, okay, the portion which I teach you directly from your Macmillan book. So everyone, you need not even follow the Macmillan book. Need not. Even if you don't follow only the classes and the PDFs which I give you. Then also you'll clear it. Okay. But if you want, you for extra studies, you can definitely do it. Not an means nobody can stop you. Okay. You can definitely go for it if you want. So role of Exim, Reserve Bank of India, Exchange Control, FEMA, FEDI, everything. Okay. Then Gift City, 9th chapter. IFSC and Gift City. This is like this SEZ model. Okay. SEZ model which we had earlier means these Gift City and its IFSC are in the country. but they don't follow the rules of the country. That is the basic thing. So that's why this is an important topic. Technology is simple topic. It's not that difficult. Technology in international banking, very simple. Okay. Then we come to module B. Module B again you have, I think so, 8 chapters. 8 chapters you are having. See this, 11 to 18. Okay. This is the most difficult topic in BFM. Most difficult topic. Risk and basic risk management framework. Here in this chapter, with the headings, if you look at the headings only, you will feel what is the difficult part in this: risk and basic risk management, risk in banking business, risk regulations in banking. You will say it is just it might be theory part, but no. You have lot and lots of numericals over here. Lots. Okay. It includes various numericals, risk and basic risk management framework. How is the risk managed in the banking? What are the various this risk in the banking business, including credit, market, or this operations risk, plus strategic risk, plus business risk, all these risks. Risk regulations in banking industry. What does RBI say about the risk? This comes the chapter of risk regulation. Remember this risk regulation, all the RBI guidelines we have to follow. Then we have market risk, then we have credit risk, and last one that ops risk, operations. You have various this policy frameworks which are there in the risk management. Various policies. Who is the important one? Board of directors is the important one. Below that board of director, there is a RMCB, means risk management committee to board. Below that committee, there are various other management committees, including ALCO, CRMC, means Credit Risk Management Committee, and ORMC, Operations Risk Management Committee. I'll teach you that whenever we'll be coming to this topic. Means this comes under this risk regulations, risk management. It comes under these two topics first. Okay. So liquidity risk management and Basel III framework on liquidity. What is the Basel III? Before studying Basel III, you'll have to study Basel II. So that is also taught to you. Liquidity risk management. How is the liquidity risk managed? What is liquidity risk? Anyone? What is liquidity risk? Can anyone tell me? Liquidity means what? If I'm not having, yeah, those who are watching on the YouTube, you can also tell me. What is liquidity risk? Liquidity risk means if I'm not having the right money at right time, that is liquidity. Means suppose if I have to pay my EMI tomorrow, loan EMI tomorrow, and I'm not having that much money for paying my loan EMI. Okay, short of funds for that particular time. Very correct, Sachin. Short of funds for that time. That time is very important. Afterwards, even if you have that money, it's of no use, right? Tomorrow I have to pay EMI, so tomorrow I'll be needing the money. If that EMI date goes from tomorrow and then I have the money, it's of no use, right? So I have to convert my assets, correct? Convert my liquid assets into money as fast as possible. So that is liquidity risk. Then you have to study Basel III. Before studying Basel III, you have to study Basel II, then Basel I, all of them. Then next is Treasury. Now these are simpler topics, relatively simpler. If you understand Module B correctly, Module C and D are very easy for you. Introduction to Treasury Management, Treasury Products. This is all theory, means majorly theory. We have numericals also over here, but majorly it is theory. International equity and debt products, funding and regulatory aspects, treasury risk management, derivative products, and treasury and asset liability management. This is all module C. Now in this topic, this module, remember, treasury products 20 and 24 are almost same. Almost same. Okay. So you'll find these two same. Not same actually, but 80% same. Okay. Then here you'll see 21 international equity and debt products. So these will also be similar to that of this 20, because not same actually, some part of this will be covered. So 20, 21 and 24, they are interlinked to each other. Then this 22 and 23, they are interlinked to each other. Funding and regulatory aspects and treasury risk management. Then 25 is totally related to all of these. 19 to 24 completely treasury and ALM, asset liability management. Okay, so this is all theory. That's what I'm saying. Module B, if you understand it properly, module C will be very easy. D will also be easy. Module D is this components of asset and liabilities in banks, balance sheet, and the time management. So, what are the various assets? What are the various liabilities in banking? Remember, your loans are your assets, they give you income. Your deposits are your liabilities, they take your income. Okay, loans are your assets and liabilities are your deposits. Capital adequacy norms. Again, here Basel 3 is repeated. Capital adequacy norms. So that's why module B understood, D becomes easy. Asset classification and provisioning norms. So what are various types of assets? Substandard, doubtful 1, doubtful 2, loss asset, all these come under over here. The same asset classification comes in module B also. Remember, it comes in module B also. Okay. Liquidity management, then interest rate fund management, and REROC and profit planning. So liquidity management means liquidity risk, which we had in module C. Same, how to manage that. Interest rate fund management and REROC, risk adjusted return on capital. Risk adjusted return on capital. See this. Risk adjusted. You have to study this meaning of this. Plus, there are various numericals to this. Return on capital. Okay. So you have this term profit planning, how to plan for the profit in the banking. So that's why you have to study all this. That's why I'm saying again, module B, if you understand properly, module C and D becomes very easy because these terms are repeated in module B also. Okay. Yeah. So we'll stop over here today. Okay. Those who are watching on YouTube, okay, those who are watching this as a free class today, remember only 2 or 3 classes are free for you. Afterwards, everything is paid. Okay. So what I would suggest, how to join this, let me let me show you. See this, go to Adda 24/7. Go to Adda 24/7, everyone's here. If you are having the app, I would suggest go through the app or download this app and then go through it, because what happens in the app, you get the coin systems. Coin systems give you extra benefit. Okay. So go to Adda 24/7, click on JIB and CIB. Click on this CIB June 24. See this CIB June 24, this batch. Okay. Click on this English batch. English. This is the batch we are talking of. English Sankalp batch. You'll see the details. Now, those who have purchased this course, again for you also, kindly note how to check these ebooks. Look at this 150 ebooks. Click on this ebooks. You're having topic wise ebooks, means subject wise. Click on this subject. You get chapter wise ebooks, chapter wise. Okay. So, in such details, you are having it. Similarly, test. Those who have purchased this course, kindly go through it. Test. Various module wise tests you have. Go through it immediately. Okay. And those who have not joined, kindly join immediately, because you are getting so many benefits out of this. And presently, look at this. What is the percentage? Profit. Say this 80% off is going on. 80%. Use this code PREP80. Okay. Coupon code. You are getting 80% off. 4799 is the fees. I would always suggest you can join this Mahapack also, because you're having some days. You're having a lot of time now. So you can join the Mahapack. See the JIB CIB Mahapack. Click on this JIB CIB Mahapack. Click on this CIB Mahapack 2.0. Right now, if you look at it, you're getting double validity, plus you're getting 80% off. Double validity and 80% off. Both the things you are getting. Means you purchase for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. You purchase for 12 months, you get it for 24 months. And 80% off is going on. PREP80 code. Okay. apply this code, and then click on buy now. Fill in the details. See, this code is already applied. Continue. Fill in the details, full name, phone number, email, make the payment, and done. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be meeting. Yeah. What about short note making? Short note making, I'll be giving you the short notes there. I'm having all those short notes. I have complete book notes I have taken down. Okay. So I'll be giving you complete book notes also. I'll be giving you important definitions also. I'm having all those PDFs prepared. Okay. I'll be giving you a separate numerical PDF also, all the numericals of complete BFM. I'll be giving you that also. Then I'm having question bank also, question bank, complete question bank with explanations. That also I'll be sharing with you. So that's why all those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join the classes, and those who have joined the classes, regularly attend it. Okay, because next week I won't be sharing. From next to next week I'll be sharing some PDFs. Okay. Chalo, bye for today, everyone. And from tomorrow, we'll be starting with the actual topic. Okay? Tomorrow, we'll be starting with the actual topic. Chalo, bye, everyone. Keep studying and do give the ratings at the end. Okay? Ratings at the end are very important. Yeah, from the admin point of view. Tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Okay? Chalo, bye.